Okay, so I want to show you Gamma, which is an amazing tool for real estate brokers. And I'm going to show you what one of our clients used to win a $17 million listing competing against three other firms. So the owner, seller of the property said, looks like you all do the same thing. What's so unique about you? And my client pulled out this handout made with Gamma, handed it to the owner and said, we are different. Let me show you how we can market your property to get the highest price using press releases that attract every buyer, whether it's local, regional, national, or international. And that enabled him to win the exclusive listing. I mean, think about how much is that worth, right? A $17 million listing. I mean, that could easily be a 3% fee, right? So what would that be? That would be, I don't know, $300,000-400,000. I mean, that's the power of this thing. So, right before I created this, we started this video, I created this little piece right here, which is press release strategies that attract cash buyers for resort and coastal condos. And let me just scroll through this right here. And it took me only a couple minutes to make this. And if you look at this, this is pretty awesome. Now you can do this for any kind of property. I don't care whether you're selling, a $500,000 home or you're selling a $100 million property. It doesn't matter. But you can see what, if we scroll through here, you can see what I did. Now this is an AI image. This is a press release that I uploaded manually. And you can see, like, if I click right here, I can click this button right here, and I can, if I want to edit the image, I can change the image. I can click this right here. I can upload an image, or I can create a new AI image. And I'll show you that in a minute. This one right here, this pre-made this for me. I didn't have to choose anything, nothing. It just used the information that I uploaded to this page on Gamma to create this information. Now, these logos I added myself because there was some white space here. But I got some, I uploaded these logos, which are really nice, and it really jazzes it up. Nice. Here's another one. And what I did was I uploaded some stats from a Business Insider press release for a development site that we are doing press release marketing for down in Dallas. And here's another one. This is a $125 million estate in Long Island that we did some press releases for. And, it's a really, and, then I added the Google News imaging down here. And this, you could print this out, and it's an amazing, like, what I could do is I can click the share button. I can click export. Let me just go back so you can see it. Right up here, there's a share button. And I exported it. Now, before I get into that, I just want to show you that what I do is I go over to the page setup over here, and I like to use the letter size because this I can print out on my color printer without any issues. And so this is something that you can make in really just a couple minutes. And, just look at how awesome this is if I scroll through this. Imagine handing this to an owner in a presentation. I mean, this really, really is a game changer. I mean, this is really, really nice, and you can do it so fast. And you can customize this for every single property that you're going after. And I'm going to show you one other little quick thing before I jump over and show you what I did and how you can use this yourself. Let me show you what you can do here. And I'm going to go with marketing. And it doesn't do this for all the social media, but this is really great for LinkedIn. And, what I do is I have it set up with my LinkedIn account, and look at how fast that created that. Now I'm going to click over here to LinkedIn. And boom, there it is. Look at that. It's right on my LinkedIn post. And this is really pretty neat. So I can now scroll through this. So as a consumer can scroll right through this. So what an amazing way to post things on LinkedIn. So I'm just going to pause this for 1 second. Okay, so what I did was I posted this on, you can go over to Edward Winslow. I made this in less than 5 minutes using Gamma for a presentation for one of my school members. Okay, pretty neat. So that's now on social media. I'm going to get a lot of eyeballs on this. This is going to be pretty neat. Something that you can do too. Again, let me just go through that. Look at how awesome this is. I mean, this is amazing. Okay. And so let me go over to, I'm going to go over to Gamma again. Let's go back over here. I want to just show you around Gamma a little bit. Now, you can create different folders, right? This is my exclusive listing category. This is, let me show you, like, for example, this is a handout that I created for our members, and this is what they're using. You can print this out, and it's maximizing your sales price with tier 1 publicity campaigns. And this is one. That's number 1, the ultimate in press release marketing. So this is something that our members hand out to sellers and to show them how they can use press releases to maximize the sales price. So it's what I did was I created a multi-page presentation that they can print out on their color printer. These can be, we can modify these so we can make changes. Like if I want to change the image, I can change the image. Let's go back over here. And this right here is like a general news media. So this is, I made this for brokers to be able to use in their presentation, and they can print this out. Just go right over here, go over to the export right here. You can see how quick this is, and boom, there it is. There's a nice little page. And then the brokers can hand this out. They can staple it together. They can use it in their presentations. This is how this client got this $17 million listing. And I've been using this strategy for years. It's an amazing strategy. But let me show you how quickly you can make these. And it's just, I'm going to keep creating videos like this. So please come back for more. I'm going to show you how you can use these. So there's so many different ways, no matter what market you're in, to really differentiate yourself, not just with sellers, but all the people in your target marketing, right? To show people how you are just a world-class marketer. You can, using press releases and handouts like these, which you can use in. What's nice about these is that you can use them to create videos. You can just do a screen recording like I'm doing right here with you. You can send these and you can save these as PDFs like I did over here. Like right over here, you can download PDFs and you can send them in emails. You can turn these into PowerPoints again for presentations. And there are just so many different ways, but there's so many different angles you can use. And that's really the main part here that I wanted to share with you. Now, what I'm going to do here real quick is, let me just see. Okay, we're going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to show you how you can use this prompt that we have. And I actually did this earlier, but so what I'm going to do is, here's this prompt that I have, right? And this is really, really awesome for identifying, the key things that will. So let's just say I want to write a blog in social media strategy about, I don't know, we're going to go with waterfront hotel marketing. So no, that's not right. Waterfront hotel property for sale. Let's see what we get here. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. And let's see. Okay, great. Waterfront hotel properties for sale, targeting investors, hospitality groups, and lifestyle buyers seeking trophy assets. Okay. Popular topics: best waterfront hotels for sale in Florida, how to evaluate hotel ROI on coastal properties. I mean, this is what people are searching for: buying a boutique waterfront or beachfront hotel hotel cap rates by coastal market. Okay, that's a really interesting one. Renovation strategies, how to finance a hotel. They're looking. This is what they're looking for: hotel brokerage services, feasibility studies, consulting, and they want to increase their ROI. They want to build. They want to expand their hotel portfolio. So this is really telling us, this is really helping us getting in the mind of the target audience for this. And again, this is just for hotels. We could do it for any kind of property: luxury homes, residential developments, apartment buildings, development sites, whatever. It doesn't really matter what it is. What are the top problems they struggle with? Overpaying, seasonal occupancy swings, rising insurance costs, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. So let's, what we're going to do now is we're going to target a specific audience. Okay. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to go to my second prompt. And now what we're going to do is we're going to write a blog. Okay, let's just grab this. As I want you to see how quick you can do this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this right here. Okay, I need your help writing a localized SEO blog. So stay tuned here. I'm going to show you something pretty cool. Okay, we're going to go after boutique waterfront hotels, and we're going to go and copy this, and I'm going to paste it right in here. Now I'm going to be a little bit generic. I want you to help localized blog for this topic: marketing boutique waterfront hotels to attract international buyers. So let's say we want to, okay, so let's go over here and let's click. So let's click this real quick and let's see what we ended up getting. Okay. Okay, Mark. Okay, this is a full blog. Okay, okay, why international buyers target waterfront hotels. Okay, this is sort of interesting. According to JLL Hospitality, foreign investment accounts for over 25%. Now, I'm just going to use everything right here, right? So you could be, let's say you're a broker and you're working with a, hotel companies, a company that owns, let's say it's a private equity firm. Okay, your hotel marketing should appear on Business Insider, Yahoo Finance, Google News, Okay, there's a lot of different things here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this over here, and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. I'm not really reviewing this. I'm not going to do everything here, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to grab everything. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click the new tab. I'm going to click paste in text. I'm going to copy this right here. And there are a couple of different options. I can use this content exactly. I can summarize this. Number 2, summarize long text, and generate notes from an outline. Let's try that one. Let's see what we end up with here. Okay, so you can see, I took a prompt, I put it into ChatGPT, I get this amazing result. I'm going to let's go with minimal over here, and I'm going to go with condense. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to generate. Now, down here at the bottom, you see it says cards. Those are slides. So if I want to turn this into a 20-pager, I can turn it into a 1-pager if I want. But I'm going to, for right now, I'm just going to turn this into a 10-pager, and, let's sort of see what we end up with here. Okay. I mean, this would be really good if you're like, if you're a hotel broker for, let's say, again, I'm just using this as an example. Um, we can go after, a $500,000 home. It could be a resort. You could be selling car washes. You could be selling golf courses, um, all kinds of different things. So here we go right here. Okay. All right. So you can see right here, I don't have an image. There's a lot of space here. So I need an image here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an image. I'm not going to upload. If I wanted to upload an image, I can go right here. If I wanted to upload my own image, if I wanted to upload my own logos, and I'll show you that in a second, how to do that. And again, I'm going to be doing a lot of these. So, come back and watch more videos. So I'm going to be creating a lot of these. All right, let's just go with the AI image. We're going to click the button, generate right here. And, we'll give it a second and see how long it takes. So this is, we're about 3, 4, 5 seconds into this. And we're probably up to 10 seconds, but just hang in there for a second here. Let's see what we get. Because I want to see how long this takes, right? I want to show you how long this takes. Okay, so there we go. All right, so that took, what did it take? About 15 seconds. So, here we got, okay, so that may not be exactly what I want, but, it gives you a couple different options. Let's say I wanted to go with this one right here, or if I want to go with this one over here, I sort of like this one right here. Let's use that. Okay. Now, down over here, what I could do is, let's say, for example, I wanted to upload, I'm just going to upload this right here. This is a result from a development that we've been marketing down in Dallas, and which is sort of nice, right? Now, I've got a little bit of extra space here. So I'm going to I've got a little bit of extra space right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here because I want to jazz this up a little bit. And let's go over here to my logos. I'm going to go to my logos. I'm going to go over to Google News, and I'm going to put that right here just to give it a little bit of little snazz effort. Okay, that's looking pretty good, right? Now, if I want to right here, I can center this, and boom, I highlight everything. I click this little drop down and I can center it, and boom, there we go right here. If I want to edit any of this right here, I can. If I want to rewrite it, I can. And the AI with Gamma will help me rewrite it. Now, again, international. Let's go after, let's create another image. Let's see what we got here. Global capital flows from 6 primary countries for waterfront hotels. Let's just see what we get here. And again, I'm at 1825. Sorry, this is a little bit of a long video, but I wanted to, I want to show you how this works. Because this is such an amazing tool. You can use this over and over. And, we have a school group. Again, by the way, I never really introduced myself. I'm Ed Winslow. And, I wrote a book called Proof Stacking, which is, I've got a copy of it right here. You can see in the image right here, I wrote this book called Proof Stacking, and it's all about how to use proof to create trust, to overcome the consumer doubt, right? And okay, this is pretty nice. I mean, I don't like the words, so I'm going to change that, but at least you can see. Now, you see this little dotted line right here? That means it's not going to print out properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to minimize it. Okay, now it's above that line. I'm going to center it right here, and boom, now it's right there. Really nice. And again, I've got some space down here. I'm going to, I think maybe what I'll do is I'll add a logo just to jazz it up. And let's go with, I don't know, let's go with Business Insider. I'll put a nice Business Insider one right there. And I'm going to center it. And let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Okay, boom. Yeah, so that's looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. And again, there's another image right here. And let's, we're going to upload another. I got a lot of white space here. So I'm going to go over here and go over to my pictures on my desktop. And I'm going to use this one right here. This is a Business Insider press release. And yeah, so this is really sort of neat. It's relevant to the topic, and to this particular slide. And, I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to center it right here. And boom, there you go, right there. All right, that's pretty neat. Okay, that's a nice page. This one right here, I'm going to leave it alone. I might edit it a little bit. This one right here, you know what I'm going to do here? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to add something to make it really, really nice. Really give it some pop appeal, some curb appeal. And I'm going to go over to my pictures. I'm going to go over to my logos. And I'm going to go over to this one right here. I like this one. And I'm going to use this right here. Boom, that's a nice size. So really I'm giving, because we're talking about press releases, right? And let's do one more. Let's do one more. I'm going to add this one right here. And let's do a couple more. I'll do some more because we might want to do some international exposure. So like right here, this is a nice one right here. And there we go. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so let's go over here. I've got some more white space. So let's go right here, and we're going to create one more image. And hang on one second. Okay. Sorry about that. I put that on pause for a minute. And you can see, again, you see the little down at the bottom here, there's that dotted line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to grab this. I'm going to make this right here, and and I am not a graphic designer by any means. Anyway, so there we go. And again, right down here, I'm not going to do this, but, because we've been sort of going at this for a while, but, check it out. And I'm going to click share. I'm going to export it. I'm going to turn this into a PDF. And there we go. And in no time, right? This is a brand new topic. Again, I could have centered this information up here. Here's your image. Why international buyers target waterfront. I mean, this is a killer presentation. This would work. You could use this in the most sophisticated presentations. You want, oh my gosh. I mean, look at this. It's really good. You're talking about getting featured in Google News, how you're going to reach international markets, business getting featured on Business Insider. Here's a sample of Business Insider. I mean, you're utilizing the proof. This is right out of the whole proof stacking model. So if you want to know more about this, come join us in our school group. Our exclusive listing pitch kit tells you every step of the way. Now, this is like a little grainy, so I probably made that a little bit too big, but I can go back and I can modify it if I want in just a second. This one right here, again, that's a little bit, let me see, I might be able to, yeah, you see when I make it regular size, it's not bad. It's fine. It's fine. But there you go. So that's it. That is the first of many, many examples that I'm going to show you how to use Gamma to get exclusive listings for your brokerage business. So hope this is helpful to you, and hope we'll see you in the next video.